to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Falcons and the Pats on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Bay State in Massachusetts. Welcome to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The preseason is upon us. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, about to embark on that journey that ends with the Super Bowl. Greg, so good to finally have football back on the field.
Absolutely, and it doesn't matter if it's preseason, regular season, playoffs. When NFL football's on TV, Mike, it's just better. And I'll tell you what, for these teams and a lot of these young players, this is the start. Just like you said, this is a journey.
It's a fresh start for both of these clubs. Here we go, week 1 of the NFL preseason. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They're led out by the man from Purdue, their quarterback, Aiden O'Connell.
Starting all the way back in the spring, Mike, there has been months of preparation building up for this very game. And for a lot of the guys on the sideline that have been around for a long time, these preseason games might not feel all that important. But I promise you, to that young guy who's putting an NFL helmet on for the very first time running out of that tunnel, these games go a long way, not only to making this current roster, but trying to make a career out of playing in the NFL.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. A second down throw for O'Connell. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Ayuk makes the catch right side. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
He connects with Palmer on that one. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll put Ayuk in motion. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
He had plenty of juice coming across to get the ball, Mike, but he hit a whole new gear after he secured it and began getting vertical. By comparison, it looked like a lot of the defenders who had a shot at him were a little flat-footed and ended up getting burned for a big gain.
And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. The ball still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. Dell motioning over. Now a run with Cora. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
The idea here on second down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a third and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on third and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
Great job by this defense. Nowhere near the end zone as we get to 4th and goal. The Patriots will turn it over to their field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Pats will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. And getting the start here in the preseason, a big opportunity for their rookie quarterback.
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky. For so many guys on the roster, it's just check the box. It's one more step to getting to the regular season. But for these young quarterbacks, you just can't place enough value on how important these game reps are. And here for a young quarterback who's looking to prove his worth and potentially being the starting quarterback week 1, how does he command the huddle? How does he manage a game-like atmosphere? Until you put him under the bright lights, you just don't know the answers to the questions.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a first carry for their running back. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. And he'll bring up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man left side. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And out of the gun, he'll throw. That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 7. And he will score. Darnell Washington. Touchdown, Falcons.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass. But really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The extra point, up and good. And the Falcons move out to a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. The Patriots offense ready to possess the football for the second time. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, O'Connell. Fires complete to Harrison Bryant. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
O'Connell to throw on 1st down. That's caught! And he will score! Take down! Touchdown, New England! A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. The Falcons send their punting unit out as this drive quickly stalled out. So he's on to punt it away. A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Dell motioning over. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run, and it's also a 1st down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Slot man in motion right. He'll get this to Ayuk on the jet sweep. They didn't fool anyone. Tried the speed, but did not get back to the line of scrimmage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, it's O'Connell. He's got the tight end, Mayer. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
O'Connell to throw. He gets that complete to his tight end, Mayer. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. They go play action. It's O'Connell. In trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
They'll run straight ahead with Quora. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. 3rd and long. They'll put Ayuk in motion. And that is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The 3-4 defense, Mike, is predicated on the big man over the center, the nose tackle. He's big. He's strong. He takes up the entire middle of the defense, and that's exactly what we just saw in that play. He makes the stop for no gain. Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Going up top. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. Not going to change it. It's a 1st down. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Now a give up the middle. He slams it in there. And he is in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. On play action, O'Connell. That's into the hands of Cora. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now O'Connell finding his tight end, Mayer. Here's a 2nd and 12.
Second down at the 42-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Cora. And he'll take this ahead to the 43-yard line. That's E.J. Speed getting in there to make the tackle. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Here's O'Connell. This one complete to Palmer. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? So, a little extra time to think about what to do on 4th down as we are through quarter number 1. It's the Falcons with the early lead. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. And the Patriots ready to kick it away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to take over once again. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. He'll go left side here and complete this one. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down. Up the middle they go. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Handoff here, up the middle, and he's going to take this past the 45, and that's good enough for a 1st down. They'll stay on the ground, and he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down, following a pickup of 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They send the tight end in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On comes the punter now, and he is hoping to improve on his 1st attempt. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Pates offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They send Ridley in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one complete to Bryant.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They get 19 on that pass play. 1st down, New England.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
He'll get this across midfield, down to the 48. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. This one is caught downfield by Ridley. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's complete to all the tight ends. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and end result is still a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs, and sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
It is 3rd and 10. And he'll be taken down right at the 35-yard line. Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for Atlanta. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Patriots offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They put Wilson in motion. Now, faking the give. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Now they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Huntley. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here's the punter now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. Oh, a miss hit there off the side of his foot. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The home team's offense ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. And what does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
And he'll work this forward to the 35. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle. Second down and 8. Out of the gun, they give it to Jones. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down.
All they needed was a couple yards. But he was prepared, Mike, to dish out all the punishment he could to anyone who stood in his way. And with that mindset, it's no surprise to see him convert for that first down.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now a give to Montgomery heading right. He'll take this down to the 47. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play. Here's 3rd and 2. Tight end motioning left. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A handoff, running left, it's Montgomery. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he will get all the way down to the Patriots' 15-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Patriots first down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
One more time for Montgomery. And not much there. Down to about the 13. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Tight end going in motion here. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Patriots will turn it over to their field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Pats will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense headed back to take over once more. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. Throwing, Huntley. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And this will be a Falcons first down as he gets this up to the 42.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Huntley now. That's complete. It's Yosivas. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
14 yards on that pass play there. First down, Atlanta.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's Huntley. That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Falcons. The extra point now coming from Blankenship. He's got it. And the Falcons will cut it to a 2-point lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Here comes the screen to Jones. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. One final throw before the break. That's to the left side, caught by Ridley. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Back to you two in just a moment. The preseason is upon us as these two teams get things rolling. They'll have 2 more games after this to get ready before week 1 comes our way. It'll be here before you know it.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 2, and we'll start this drive with 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll send their tight end left. Now Huntley. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Ambry Thomas. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And he'll go the wrong way, trying to use that speed to get out to the pylon, but he has to give ground, and he is sent back for a loss. They'll run. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's in! Touchdown, New England. The kicking team on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Pats will make it a two-score game as they are now up 9. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He's to midfield. Still going. And he's going to take this all the way back. 92 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Now Blankenship for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons will cut it to a 2-point lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. The connection made to Ayuk. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They put Wilson in motion. He'll get this out wide. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Man in motion, heading left. Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. They put Wilson in motion. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, E.J. Speed. The extra point now coming from Blankenship. He gets it to go. And the Falcons will up the lead to 5. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll put Ayuk in motion. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, the blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 44-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He'll go right and find his running back.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
A pickup of 21 on that connection. 1st down, New England.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. On the handoff, it's Montgomery. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd and 10. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Patriots will cut the deficit down to 2.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. Back to throw. Huntley. This one complete to Hayward. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. To throw is Huntley. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. The Falcons getting their punter out there, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. RPO here, quick shot to Ayuk. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 32-yard line.
They put Wilson in motion. Now a run, and it's their fullback with the carry. And he'll be taken down right at the 35-yard line. 3rd down, 3 to go. They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Falcons offense ready for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. That one intercepted.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. They'll put Ayuk in motion. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. To the end zone. It's intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards. It's a pistol snap for Huntley. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him. He really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Huntley. They're called in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. They'll try to run this one in. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Now Blankenship for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Falcons will make it a 2-score game. They are now up 9. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense about ready to take over once more. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They put Wilson in motion. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Putting the tight end in motion. From the gun, here's Montgomery. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
35-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing now from the gun. The ball comes out, and the defense has it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it. And that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
The Falcons offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Now, faking the give. Quick throw here is complete. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. Gains nothing. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Falcons sending out the field goal unit. Officially a 29-yard attempt. That one is good. And the Falcons will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll put Ayuk in motion. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
A run up the gut with Montgomery. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
They send Ridley in motion. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now they'll set up to throw. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. It's all gone according to plan here in this preseason opener, and look to finish things strong here in the 4th quarter. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Huntley now. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's taken down up past the 35.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing, Huntley. That's into the hands of Yosivas. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's Huntley. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Patriots offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The ball's out. One of the Patriots has it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one complete to Bryant. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's a 2nd and 6. They put Wilson in motion. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
The Patriots will turn it over to their field goal unit. This a 42-yard attempt. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Pats will cut into that lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Now Huntley. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Finding room at midfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock, and without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard. Now a give up the middle. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. And he's in. Andre Yosivas. Touchdown, Falcons. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Now he'll run it. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down. That one good for 15 and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Montgomery. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They send Ridley in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Michael Carter.
Frankly, Mike, a disaster, and I don't know how else to classify it. I mean, that's now 5 turnovers, 3 coming through the air. You're just not going to win games at this level playing and giving the ball away.
The Falcons offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to throw. Huntley. He'll tuck it and take off. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Here's 2nd and 2. They send the tight end in motion. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some good running there. That's a first down up to the 43.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
To throw is Huntley. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's going to be caught. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. It's a pistol snap for Huntley. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
That is hauled in at the 5. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
From the 6, here comes a return. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Here's a 3rd and 10. Now, faking the give. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. They put Wilson in motion. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Williams, the tight end, is in motion. They'll go with a counter on first down. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Williams, the tight end, is in motion. On second down, they run the counter. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
First down, Falcons.
Williams, the tight end, is in motion. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 13.
So it's a win for the visiting Falcons as they start things out